I also got into the habit of wearing butt plugs to the gym.
Tell me about that.
Well, and I also work out with butt plugs in quite a bit because
tell me everything.
Well, it's just first, it feels good.
Yes.
And then second, it's like my little secret.
Yes.
You got to have a nice, strong panty on because sometimes...
You know what we do here. Destroy shame around sex by talking about sex. Now, let me tell you something messy. I just feel like it's important to say, shout out to the uncircumcised dicks. I know, because I be hearing, I be listening, that, y'all get a lot of flack for the extra skin, but the extra skin, it's fabulous. It's like having extra fries at the bottom of your bag. That's, to me, is the same as having extra skin over their dick. Now, I don't have it personally, but I love when I unzip a pants and an uncircumcised dick pops out. It's so much fun. It's cute. And I don't mean that in a patronizing way. I mean that in like a sexy, it's cute. And if you didn't know this, you don't need lube when they got that extra skin. You just be using the skin, which is everything. Save you some money, some coin, Dollar Tree, dollar store mentality. You know what I'm saying? I love an uncircumcised dick. Why? What are the reasons I love it? One, because I can jerk you off under the table without lube. I can jerk you off in the movie theater without lube. I also love the little turtleneck aspect of it. Reminds me of a turtle, which turtles are very cute and they're wise. They live for a long time. And it also just feels like it's kind of like a diva waiting behind a curtain for her audience to be seated on their knees before she pops out. Do you know what I'm saying? There's like an immediate gratification. It's like, come out, little buddy. Let's play. Come here. And I love it. I can't get enough of that extra foreskin. Sometimes it's salty. That's a vibe. Now, what I will say, because I did learn about this from one of my besties, is make sure y'all clean the skin because you don't want, I guess it's a kink, smegma, which is kind of like what they call dick cheese. Apparently that's I don't really want your dick cheese, but dick cheese. If you like dick cheese, then, uncircumcised dick is really your vibe, but that's not my vibe. I just like the uncircumcised dick, nice and clean, nice and washed. You know what I'm saying? And then you get all the way down my throat like grapes. When you do anyways. Okay, that's all. By the way, welcome to the show. This is Tell Me Something Messy. I'm your host, Brandon Kyle Goodman. Some people call me Messy Mother, but you can call me extra skin connoisseur sommelier. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Baby, you know what that means. It is time for a guest. Now, while they get situated, we are going to get our messy kiki started with a hoe manifesto. So repeat after me, aloud or in your head. Grant me the serenity to unpack my shame, the courage to heal, the wisdom to know that sex is not just about penetration, the audacity to advocate for my pleasure and boundaries, the strength to not call my ex that fuck boy, fuck girl, or fuck they. For it is better for me to masturbate by myself in peace than to let someone play in my motherfucking face. Let the community say, hallelujah. I am so excited to have Katya on the show. Katya achieved notoriety after placing 5th on the 7th season of the reality competition show RuPaul's Drag Race. Ever heard of it? And runner-up on the 2nd season of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. Katya frequently collaborates with Drag Race alumna Trixie Mattel, and the two star in the acclaimed web series the first time I saw that was during a hookup.
How did that go?
It was wonderful.
Really?
We finished hooking up and he was like, do you want to watch something? And I was like, great. And he put it on. And I was like, we watched a couple episodes. It was everything. Yeah. Anyways, it's now in its 8th season, as well as Netflix's I Like to Watch series on YouTube, and also host of the award-winning podcast, The Bald and the Beautiful, on Studio 71. They published their first book, Trixie and Katya's Guide to Modern Womanhood, which made its debut on the New York Times bestseller list in 2020, and they released a follow-up, Working Girls, in 2022. She's also the host of the Grindr podcast, Who's the Asshole? And you got a whole bunch of other credits.
And Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover model 3 years in a row, every month.
Cut to the clip.
Yeah. It's not it's out of print now, so we can't really find it. But
we'll find the vintage.
Ask anybody.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Katya, how you doing? How's your heart today?
I'm good. I had some great restful sleep. I remade my bed, so this is a new thing. The sheets, the comforter, the pillowcases, everything's white. Never done that before.
Like a hotel.
Like a hotel. Except there's no
hotel.
bed frame, so it's like a motel.
Got you.
It's like a flop house.
Now, why the white?
I don't know.
We're just like
I have like duvet covers. But I just figured I just want to try something bright and new.
I love that. What was it before?
It was like dark green, black, dark blue.
The black comforters and the black sheets always make me nervous whenever I see them.
Yeah, why's that? Satanism?
I feel like there's like some light witchery happening, which witchery is great, but like whenever I see like the black, I'm like, what? Or I feel like maybe I'm like, what are you hiding?
Yeah, totally. I mean, not much with the white sheets.
White sheets, you're not hiding nothing, babe, except for the jizz. The jizz is the same color.
See, that's the problem with the black sheets.
Yes,
they get painted. It's a Jackson Pollock painting. And it's with the white sheets though. I slept there. I had a wonderful 8 hours sleep last night. I don't know how.
8 hours, brag.
I don't know how. These sheets are disgusting already. One night
after the white sheets. That's why in the hotels they got to change them every night.
Yeah, they pulverize them shits at our special laundry place. Anyways,
I always have to have mine replaced while I'm there because something happens. You invite somebody over and
blood.
Mostly it's blood. I've had this thing. Okay, so I might have to go to the doctor because I thought it was fine, but it's like after it's usually after getting fucked for a while.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
After a while, then there will be some bleeding.
Yeah.
But that's normal, right?
Well, I mean, it depends. There's if you're getting fucked for a while, that's soft tissue sensitive,
right?
I have a lot of friends who do professional porn, and they often say, what you don't see in the videos that come out is that you bleed. There's some bleeding. I saw some straight anal video where there's a little bleeding. They kept the blood because of bad editing.
That must be a kink though too.
I mean, not for me. But yeah, you just got to be careful.
Yeah,
because what you don't want to do is perforate that colon.
Right.
Or the fissure.
Right.
We don't want to do the fissure.
And it doesn't hurt, so I feel like I'm fine, but I just go, okay, now there's blood, so let's stop and let it.
I mean, think about this. When I floss, my gums bleed.
Fair.
Yeah,
okay,
a lot.
Cool. A lot.
Yeah. Maybe
Always?
Too much.
There is, I forget what it's called. I'll show you the brand, but I get it. It's like a TheraBreath or something, but it's good for the bleeding of the gums.
I got 3 different ones at home.
I know that's right, girl. Okay, wait. Before we go any further, let me give you these messy mandates. So things get to be unprocessed. Any thoughts or opinions shared have the right to evolve, shift, or change today, tomorrow, 10 years from now. And if during the kiki something feels too personal or unintentionally offends, we use the safe word foosball, which gives us a chance to pause, readdress, and pivot accordingly. All right, you want to play a loo breaker? It's like an icebreaker, but
let's do it.
Okay, cool. Let's play fuck, marry, block. Ready?
Ooh.
Cell phone, sex toys, air fryer, or another food tech.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, cell phone. What?
Are you fucking marrying or are you blocking? Cell phone.
Blocking.
Okay, you're blocking the cell phone. Okay.
Burnt. Destroyed.
Okay.
And then the air fryer is getting married.
Yes.
And then what was the other one?
The sex toys.
Sex toys
you
getting.
gonna fuck the sex toy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. We're gonna fuck the air fryer.
I mean, you could fuck the air fryer. Be nice and warm. I think that I'm going to. So I think I'm gonna marry my cell phone.
You're gonna put the phone up your ass.
Yeah, but you're gonna put that phone right at the ass.
You're gonna marry your cell phone?
Yeah, I'm marrying my cell phone. I'm really attached to her.
You're gonna be a Verizon premium retailer, aren't you?
Sponsor me. Hey Verizon, give me that Beyonce money. I'm going to fuck my air fryer because it really has been good to me. It's been good to me.
Danger. You were all about that anal danger.
Yeah, anal danger. Putting my dick right up in that fryer. No, it just makes such good food for me. And I'm going to block my sex toys because now this is crazy. I don't usually use sex toys on my own. I enjoy it with a partner, but so the sex toys that I find the most pleasure out of are usually my dildos. But if I am cleaning myself out to use my dildo, I want a dick. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I have friends who love their sex toys and but I'm like, if I spent the time douching,
if I'm gonna douche, it's gonna be for someone.
Yeah.
It's I totally understand that sentiment. Yeah, it's funny. The story that you asked me to prepare a messy story. Mine has to do with sex stories, so I'm excited to tell it.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
But yeah, I totally get that sentiment. It's if you're gonna go through the trouble.
Yeah.
Hello, Ed. Bob, Chris,
whoever,
get the
come
fuck
over
here.
Get over here.
Yeah.
I do. Do you have a fleshlight?
I do, and let me tell you something about that.
Please.
I just threw that fucker away.
Why?
I don't care for it.
I don't care for it either.
Also, it's the one that I have is shaped strange. It doesn't sit right on a stand. Bizarrely designed. Like there's a slope on one of the ends, so it doesn't you can't just set it down; it'll fall over.
Okay.
And also,
do you have the suction? Because I think mine came with a suction cup for the end that you put on the wall.
Oh shit!
Or you put on in your shower.
No, this is just a big. It looks like a vase. See that lamp?
Yes.
It looks like that kind of.
Got you.
The base of that lamp.
Yeah, and it's wide. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like my hands can't grip. I don't know.
I don't fucking like it because also I use a lot of lube because I am fiercely circumcised.
Absolutely.
Fiercely circumcised. That doctor was like, we're chopping all this motherfucker's dick off. And
you need that lube, baby.
Yeah. And then it just gets, it's a mess.
Yeah.
Plus, I like the feeling of my hand on my dick.
Same.
You know?
I don't like holding that plastic, and it's
fucking weird.
Anyways, you know what I do have to do? My friend got me, and I still need to do it. Clone a willy. It's you can make your own dildo, which I still need to. It's in my closet, but it's arts and crafts, and I'm not
arts and crafts.
I'm not a crafty bitch.
I used to fuck a mega fuck slut silicone torso.
Oh,
that was cunt.
Did it feel good?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a torso, and
it was a torso of a woman.
Okay.
It was no head, no arms, no legs, huge titties, big ass, pussy, and asshole.
So you can flip it over for the ass. Wow.
Let that bitch have it.
Absolutely. What would you name her?
Jennifer.
Jennifer!
With a G. With a G. Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
I love
she
her.
got thrown down the trash chute. It's a whole story.
It's a whole thing, but Jennifer was good to you. Fuck, marry, block. Silicone lube, water-based lube, spit.
Okay. Now we're speaking my language.
Okay, yeah. Come on.
Water-based lube can kiss the crack of my ass unless we're using some silicone pieces.
Okay, got you. Like we're playing with some toys.
A water-based lube is good for the insertion of a butt plug.
Sure. Yes.
But not, and it's sticky. It doesn't,
and it dries out so fast.
Dries out. I don't like it. Silicone lube is my girl. That's my homie.
She loves us so well.
But she's also my enemy, and she's my nemesis.
She fucks up those sheets.
Well, it's not the sheets. It's the hardwood floors that have almost claimed many lives, including my 5-year-old nephew.
Oh my goodness!
Because if a drop of silicone lube on a hardwood floor. Good luck,
down, bitch.
Good luck, Mary. You better wear those grippy socks that have you know what I mean?
The little thing on the bottom.
Yeah. Or toe shoes in the house.
Yeah.
Rock climbing.
Yes. We should do a reboot. What's that movie with Elizabeth? What's her name? Was it Striptease with the marbles?
Oh yeah.
We should reboot it, but with lube.
That's my house every day. Yeah. And it's for real. I almost broke my wrist. Sliding on a pad, and it's not like a wet pad, it's not a puddle. It's literally just if you
it's like you wipe your hand,
fell down the fucking stairs and almost to catch myself, almost broke my wrist.
Silicone wanted to take you out, girl.
But she's the only way to do it.
She's a little abusive.
I blame
She's
the Pope,
a little toxic.
though.
The Pope?
Yeah.
Period.
For circumcising me.
He personally circumcised
Because
you?
I wouldn't. Yes. It was Pope John Paul II. And no, because I wouldn't need so much lube if I had foreskin.
That's fair. Yeah. I know people hate on the foreskin. And I'm like, the foreskin's great. I don't have it. But it's great. It saves you some money, some time.
It's you don't need Jergens lotion. You don't need silicone lube.
Jergens lotion. I use Aveeno sometimes. In a pinch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Albaline.
Albaline. I know that brand.
Albaline is a petroleum-based makeup remover that is a wonderful lubricant.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Work. If you're in the shower, Shea Moisture, the conditioner, very good.
Also, if oil cleansers to take off makeup can be a very good substitute.
Okay.
How would I know? I used it yesterday.
There we go. That's my girl. Okay.
A little pricey. It's just in a pinch.
That's a fancy jerk off.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. And so I don't know what you said, but spit is going to be.
No, come on. What is this? Brokeback Mountain?
That's what I'm blocking. Okay, I'm going to. I'm blocking water based. I'm marrying silicone, and I will fuck the spit once in a while because it could be hot. If you're in the alleyway and that's all you, it can be it can be a moment.
And
it could be a vibe.
You got sour Jolly Ranchers in your mouth, very salivated. It's there's gobs
absolutely.
and gobs of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Some people make they have a lot of
But if you're smoking weed,
yeah, that's different, which I usually am.
You're like,
it's the worst. Yeah. I know. Okay. Fuck, marry, block, blindfold, paddle or whip, nipple clamps.
I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm not trying. I say go with God and do you and live your life to the fullest.
But if you
express yourself.
If you had to do something.
A blindfold to sleep.
Okay.
A paddle to like tenderize meat.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
The other one
and nipple clamps.
Nipple clamps to
like a lapel, like a tie.
Yeah, a little
to hold your napkin up.
A collar adornment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or I don't know.
Work.
Lanyard.
A little lanyard. A little nipple clamp lanyard. I'm here for it. Merch.
Or like from here to here. Yeah. Like a little. I don't fuck with. Listen, my nipples are not sensitive, and I don't fuck with my nipples because there's nothing. It's like fucking with my elbows.
Mine are so sensitive. We talked about this. Mine are so sensitive.
Fucking lucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck the nipple clamp for sure. I'm gonna marry the paddle and the whip.
Okay.
Ironically,
power. Yeah.
I don't mind being spanked, and I'm gonna block the blindfold. It's fine, but I like to see what's going on.
Yeah, but what if you got to sleep in and it's super sunny and the curtains ain't doing anything?
I'm just sleeping. If I'm sleeping, give me the blindfold, bitch. But if I'm, yeah, you're right. Okay,
it's a little 50 Shades of Grey.
I know. It's like, okay, girl, we can do something better. All right, last one. Fuck, marry, block, ass eating, blowjobs, penetration.
Mama. Okay, I am marrying the ass eating.
Okay.
I'm blocking the blowjob.
Okay.
And I'm
fucking the penetration.
I'm not a huge fan of blowjobs. I will suck a dick. I don't care to have my dick sucked, honestly. But the ass eating is non-negotiable.
That has how are we to get through if we don't do that?
But we got to be careful because it's hard out there. There are dangers out in that for it. We got Giardia. We got E. coli.
Oh, I know some friends who've gotten the Giardia.
I'm not trying to get Giardia.
No, baby, you got to clean
I'm
that
not
ass.
getting any fucking debilitating bacterial infections.
No, I'm gonna watch that. I want to watch you wash that ass. I don't know.
Pristine.
Pristine.
I want to eat sushi off of it. I want to serve sushi off of it.
I want to invite my friends over and say, look at this sushi. It's on your whole.
I want it to be laboratory sterile.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Some Lysol, some bleach.
On that ass.
Yeah. Grey's Anatomy on that ass. Period. Absolutely. I want a Grey's Anatomy ass.
I don't care to have my ass eaten. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it.
But again, I am like, my neurosis is like, am I a porn star, like pristine down there? It's a lot of stress.
Sure.
A lot of stress. And then the blowjob, I'm just like, oh, come on.
I enjoy knowing what I say is pussy. Like when I'm pussy, I fucking love being pussy. I'd be like, oh, now you can fuck this. And
that's wet and gushy.
It's wet and gushy.
Wet ass.
It's not like what's the McDonald's shake, the McFlurry? Because sometimes you get those flurry bits, and that's not what we want. We don't want them, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want them flurry bits. No, we want pussy. So I like to get my shit pussy. And when it's pussy, then you can eat it all night. You can fuck it all night. I'm good, but it has to be pussy. Otherwise, like, don't surprise me to eat ass. Like, I don't like hey, can I eat? No, if I didn't prepare for it.
Oh, no. It's like, if you're gonna go to the Oscars, you're getting the gown.
Yes.
You got the speech together.
Yes.
You got the hair and the makeup
team
ready.
Done. Yes.
You're not walking on the red carpet
the cars are booked.
Mama,
absolutely. Come on.
You got it. Yes.
There's a whole organization we've been preparing.
Thank
absolutely.
You. Yeah.
I wouldn't have eaten that pizza last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things. There's preparation.
Absolutely.
Don't just be surprised eating ass.
That's what Brokeback Mountain tickled me so much because I was like, oh, really? Spontaneous anal sex in the mountains?
I never saw it.
Well, let me tell you what happens.
Tell me what happens.
They're in a tent, camping, haven't showered in a couple of days,
and they're eating beans. Am I wrong?
Probably. Nary a douche, nary a cleanse, and
these straight boys.
Basically, what happens is he fucking jumps on the guy, spits in his hand, and jams his dick into his ass. And I'm like, Mary, in which Marvel universe is this taking place?
All right, so baby, it's time for you to tell me something messy.
Okay, so. It's been about a couple years that I have enjoyed the addition of stainless steel jeweled butt plugs into my butthole. So I was gonna bring one, but I thought that was gonna be that's disgusting.
Never disgusting. Please, next time.
There's like it's it's a stainless steel kind of heavy plug about that big. They vary in size, and it's there's like a the end of it is like an orange jewel or like
yes, I got sent one of these. It was like purple little jewels on the outside.
And there's different sizes and there's different some of them are quite heavy. One of them was
how big? Phone?
About the size of this
microphone.
This mic.
Is it that wide too?
It was not like a cylinder, but it was tapered.
Okay.
But not so much. And I had it in there. I was just like, it was a ladies' night. It was me time. It was me, myself, and I.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Well, I fell asleep. I fell asleep with that motherfucker up there. But it was the plug was out. The end was out. At some point over the course of the evening, she went fully indoors and shut the door on the spiritual realm.
Did you wake up for it? Sorry, go ahead.
So I woke up. I was like, didn't have a lot to do that day. I was just kind of like, taking my time. I was like, I was kind of take a weird shit. I was like, kind of feel like, oh, strange. I go into the bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck? I shit out the fucking thing and it scares the fuck out because I'm like, this is a weird one.
Yes.
And it blew.
Yes.
Like a bullet. I mean, it was
and it beat the toilet bowl.
Oh, the sound was terrifying because I still wasn't exactly sure what the hell it was.
Yeah.
I was like, it just felt like, I'm sorry.
Could you imagine
gross.
you thinking of metal shit?
Well, that's what it was. It's exactly what it was. It was a metal bullet shit. It was more like a missile, like a Scud missile came right at my ass and hit the porcelain at like full force. And I was like, I just gotta really fucking rethink my life. You know what I mean? It was like, it was so scary and so funny. And I'm glad that nothing, bad happened because I have a lot of friends who have had very negative experiences with putting stuff up their ass, like stress balls, can't get it out.
Oh my God.
Surgery.
You have to go out. You have to go to the hospital.
You sure do. And ask any ER doctor, they'll tell you
they've pulled out
every single thing you see in this room has been someone's
somebody.
ass.
Yes.
I also got into the habit of wearing butt plugs to the gym.
Tell me about this.
Well, and I also work out with butt plugs in quite a bit because
tell me everything.
Well, it's just first it feels good.
Yes.
And then second, it's like my little secret. And then, but third, it's interesting because I do a lot of yoga shit and like core conditioning and like handstands. It helps to keep the pelvic floor engaged, and it's and it provides like a little challenge to the center of gravity, like when we were floating up and down into handstand.
Yeah.
However,
tell me.
You gotta have a nice, strong panty on, because sometimes, I went to my drag studio. My assistant was there. I wasn't paying attention. I had some boxer shorts on. You better believe that thing just fell out my ass, through my pant leg, and onto the floor. And I was like, nope, this is not the life that I deserve to be living, and this is not the thing that she deserves to see. But water under the bridge.
What's the moment after? So it comes out of your pants, it hits the floor.
I grab it real quick just to make sure. I don't know if it's pristine. So I'm not giving anybody the chance to like.
Oh my God.
I grab it. I go to the bathroom. It's like, what was that? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that messy story.
I think I have another one.
Oh my God, please go ahead.
Well, I have an interesting one.
Yes.
I took in a vagrant back in Boston.
Oh, okay. A vagrant.
He's in between homes.
An unhoused human? Yeah.
That's right. This motherfucker looked like Brad Pitt.
Oh, hot.
He just showed up on my doorstep looking like Brad Pitt, no home. I was like, ooh, I can fix that. Come on in. And there was an unspoken agreement that there'd be a little bit of a quid pro quo arrangement.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're going to stay in my house, you're going to give up the pussy.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe once.
Once,
yeah. You're going to stay 3-4 times. This guy was interesting because he was the first person I met who was a shower and not a grower.
Oh my God.
Blew my mind.
That means that like what you saw is what you got.
What you see is what you get, and it ain't going to change.
Wow.
I never
experienced that. I don't think.
Me neither. I mean, I saw it flaccid and I was like, oh, this is going to be something.
Yeah.
Because it was thick. It was like, It was a nice, flaccid dick, you know. And I was like, she's going places. Let's see.
Let's see what's happening here.
She just got stiff.
Wow.
She just became rigid. No size, no length difference, no width. It was just like from soft to rigid.
Yeah.
I was floored, flabbergasted, and flummoxed.
Now, did you experience it?
I surely did the fuck not.
Okay.
And so that was the first step in me wanting, kicking his ass to the curb.
You said that's not.
I was like,
you're gonna have to come in with something better than that.
I mean, we gotta make this work somehow.
Yes.
We gotta put this 2-inch dong to.
I've had a 2-inch dong that like wrecked my whole pussy. I was to the point where I left discombobulated.
Was it a dagger dick?
What's a dagger dick?
Hard as hell and pointy and sharp.
Yes. Wait, okay, wait, hold on. Wait, two separate things.
Dick of death.
I've had a dagger dick, and this was not that. Okay. Let's talk about a dagger dick real fast. Okay. I had a dagger dick, and it was the most beautiful man, and I was like, you're so gorgeous, and then we fucked, and it was just painful, and I could take a pussy, but it just was like, it wasn't feeling good.
No. You want to get prodded with a pencil?
Well, and then I tried it again, and I was like, oh, it's your dick.
Yeah.
And so that's a dagger dick.
Hard as hell, usually thin.
Yeah.
It's like jabs you.
But it's a jabber.
It sucks.
It doesn't feel, okay.
It's not giving.
It's not giving.
Because
well, it's giving.
It's giving trauma. It's giving trauma. It's giving horror movie.
How do you know? I wonder how people know they have a dagger dick.
Well, it's if I can, if it's no bigger than this and I can like easily hold on to it.
It can hide inside your fist.
Yeah, and then I can hang from the side of a cliff with just holding it. And it's that
you can
rigid.
Tom Cruise Mission Impossible.
Because my favorite kind of dick is, let's say, anywhere between 6, 7, 8, 9 inches is just too much. But I like a 70 to 80% hard.
Oh.
A little soft.
A little bit.
It's hard enough to get in, and then you chill for a second. That's when I really get going.
Got it.
It's like, because it's like spongy a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like, it's flexible. It's not so.
I like a flexi, but I also love to feel it get harder inside.
What about that Kaya lyric? Dick growing in my pussy, and I like that.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay. Shall we read some messy mail?
Yes.
Great. Messy mail.
Let's do it.
This person said, I got spit roasted by a couple, helped them get engaged, and the wedding gift was my booty. My question, have you ever been a wedding gift?
I have been in the middle of a threesome, two in a day actually.
2 in a day?
Yeah, I was staying at this nude resort hotel in Fort Lauderdale, and I ran into Terry Mugler.
Okay.
Literally. The fashion designer, like bumped into him, and and I had a threesome with an older couple, a threesome with a younger couple, and it was I mean, I was like the middle guest.
Yeah,
I don't know that if I was Eiffel Towered properly or whatever.
Sure.
But I was definitely the center of attention, which I appreciated.
Did you enjoy one more than the other, the older or the younger?
No, I loved both of them.
You loved them both.
Yeah, it was like Hannah Montana, best of both worlds. But it's essential to be the guest.
Oh, yes.
Not the host.
I love being the guest. I don't like being the host. When I'm the host,
guest of honor, you can leave.
I feel like as a host, I'm taking care of my partner, and I'm taking care of two people in a way that I'm like,
and also why are you giving him so much attention, motherfucker?
Yeah. I start getting in my head about like, is my partner thinking that I'm giving the guest too much attention? Yeah. And it sucks. It sucks. Being the third is my absolute favorite. Also, my husband and I, we just can't ever pick a third. We've just learned that we should keep it separate. So we do. But I've never been a wedding gift, although I would love to. I love the idea of somebody saying they're getting engaged and me offering my booty hole.
The pussy.
Yeah, the pussy.
Yeah.
The pussy. That's what I like.
Pussy.
In the shower, after doing anal prep, and I accidentally shit more and I couldn't control it. Is this normal?
Yeah. I mean, it's the thing about douching is now if you're getting fisted, this is colonic irrigation we're talking about. Right. Now, but when you're only doing anal and, and the dick isn't as big as a fucking fire hose or the Washington Monument.
Oh dear, which is what I want.
You really only want to clean out the rectal area.
Okay.
And that is a smaller area. And if you overstimulate or you go too far with the douching, then that triggers movement in the large intestine, and we don't want that unless you're fisting. Because then you're fucking snaking your arm all the way up to the fucking throat, and you're playing puppet master.
How long does it take you to douche?
God, it depends on what my diet's been like, and I tend not to bottom because of the stress of it.
It's stressful.
I would say I need an hour. I need it because.
Damn, I need an hour.
Want a messy story?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Please.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm here for.
Fucking A. I did the douche. I was hooking up in drag. I was feeling real pussy.
Yeah.
Like wig, bra, like thigh highs. Did the douche. Was going to get fucked. I'm at my computer scrolling through my Craigslist ads.
Yeah.
I fart. Mama, just douche water all over the fucking floor. And I was like,
terrifying.
I thought
was it clean douche water? No,
not really.
No,
it was like a puddle in Calcutta. It was not, it was gross. But, I was grateful that it didn't happen on the dick of the man who was coming.
Somebody, yes.
So it can be tough, it's like, that's why I do love sex in a shower sauna environment. You know what I mean?
Yes, you go right to the cleanup. Absolutely. Yeah. I will say that it takes me about an hour to douche. I give myself that amount of time, but I also feel like you have to know about the fake clear. So it's like you douche and you're clear and you're like, oh, I'm good. But that one is a fake clear.
That's the fake out.
That's
the pretender.
That's the pretend. Yeah. So I feel like this person got the clear and was like, oh, I'm good. It's like, nah, baby, you got to like walk around for a second.
You can't trust that.
You can't trust that first clear.
She is an imposter.
She's an imposter.
She is there to fuck your shit up.
She's there to sabotage you.
Yeah, she is. She's jealous.
She's like silicone lube. She hates it. Yeah, she's about to attack you, baby.
But guess what, though?
Tell me.
Things happen.
They do.
And as a top, if you meet a top who is so fucking horrified and makes you feel ashamed of yourself,
never go back.
Never go back.
Never go back.
Never go back.
Because shit happens. And if you're going to get this pussy, if you're going to get this anal pussy, you have to know that it comes with
pussy. Yeah.
Pussy. All right. This one says, I had an orgy and sobbed at the end because it was so beautiful and healing for me. Also hot as fuck.
Oh my God.
Have you ever had a transformative sexual experience? Have you ever cried during sex?
Not during.
I
have had many transcendental, transformative sexual experiences. None that I can recall that have inspired tears.
But what made them so transcendent or transformative?
Just incredible connection. There was I'm the opposite. I'm like Amanda Kiss and Hug. I love intimacy. I love like touching. I love looking. I'm not like a fuck. I'm not like the kind of I'm gonna stick my ass out the window and 40 men in a line are gonna come just bang me up. All that stuff. That's not you.
That's not you.
I'm like I'm Laura Ingalls Wilder. I'm in my bonnet, in my dress, and I'm ready to fall in love every time I have sex.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been many times where it just feels like, it's just like perfect. You're on the same exact page, and the narrative and the rhythm is so synced up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, because I've told a lot of guys before, I was like, if I come, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm blowing on hot tea. I'm pointing at the door. I have a bonnet on. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm ready. It's like the candles are lit. Like, get out.
The trap door has like opened and you are down in the alley. So, but there's been a few times where it's like, we are so fucking on the same page and it's like super intense. And usually, sometimes it's just one time.
Yeah. Have you ever been able to repeat that experience with a partner?
Yes, a few times, but it tends not to happen more than 3 times. Yeah.
Why do you think the special number is 3?
I don't know, actually. I think because I have a tendency to I am hot and cold, and I kind of like, I lose interest really quickly with people.
Is there a fear? So I was talking to my husband about something similar, which he was expressing that after a couple times with a different partner, maybe it becomes too intimate. Like it almost like, it's like, oh, now we're like tipping into getting to know each other. Mm-hmm. And then there becomes like a fear of how intimate that is.
Yeah. Also because people move at different speeds as well.
Yeah.
And at the third time is a pivotal moment, I think, for a lot of people. If you have a great third sexual encounter that's significant, and not just like fucking then leaving, if there's chit chat afterwards and stuff, that usually is a point, I think, where a lot of people start to entertain notions of like, well, what is this?
Yes.
Yeah, what is this? And then if like that's not the vibe for the other person, that's tough.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a world in which you could continue, like, where it doesn't? I guess I'm always curious about that, like why we always have to turn a sexual experience into a relationship, and why can't it just be?
Oh no. I mean, I think it could be like there's an easy fix for that. You just go, because I mean, back in the day, it was like a horrible procedure, but lobotomies these days are not that painful. And then you get to have the version that you want of them.
Yeah.
Held captive.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think there was something about like.
I agree. It can be too intense.
Yeah, it becomes too intense, and then you feel like there are questions that you have to answer, and people are like, "Is this your person?" And you're like, "It's just."
But you know what? Take it day by day.
Yeah.
Take it day by day. I mean, I dated this guy who was like 50, which is great because I'm 42, and I had to end the streak of dating like 25-year-olds. At first glance, I was like so relieved because it's like, oh, he's got a job, he's got some money, he's mature, we have this crazy, passionate, wonderful sex, we can have a conversation about things. Lo and behold, 4th date, motherfucker turned like his true colors. They were totally insane, immature, fucking psycho. So I had to kill him.
It is shitty that people, not shitty, but like you do get the best of people in those first couple interactions, and then
that's why on a first date I give you my 7.
This is what I'm talking about. You know, who talks about it? Lauryn Hill talks about that on the her Unplugged album MTV, which you should really go back. That album is ahead of its time. But she talks about like, why do we try to present on these dates? She was like, I came on my first date and I was like eating everything, and he was like,
no makeup, acne,
come on,
smelling a little bad, come right from the gym, don't shower.
I agree with it, because it's like, this is what it like if you're
but show up early. That's the kiss of death. If you're late, fuck off.
I'm always late. I'm always a little late. Like 5 to 10. It's a New York thing.
5 to 10 is okay.
It's okay. But I'll communicate too. I have a friend who is, I'm not going to call you out, girl, but you know who you are, who is always consistently 15 to 30 minutes late.
It's not going to work.
Come on. That to me is like a different, like, we could have made a different reservation. I could be at home still.
The thing is, if you on a first date, if you are 30 minutes late without like, oh my God, I was on the subway and everybody died.
Yeah.
Because there was, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Godzilla killed my whole family, but I still want to make it, so I'm going to be 30, whatever.
What a good person.
It's after 20 minutes, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You don't respect me.
Yeah.
You're not.
What if there's communication, and what if there's like texting, there's communication, there's like, hey, I'm running late, I'm looking for parking.
It better be a very fucking good excuse, and you better pay for all the dinner and the drinks, and you better do something fun for me.
I usually will say I'll buy the first round or something.
And the dinner. And the dessert.
Sure.
I mean, if you're 30 minutes late.
If I'm 30 minutes late, absolutely, I'll pick up the check.
Because think about it, you're sitting in that restaurant alone.
By yourself.
Yeah.
And people are talking
Everybody's
about you.
like, oh my God, that loser. Jesus.
People are talking shit about you. Because you got the 2 place settings, absolutely, and one's empty. And they're like, wow.
And the waiter's like, should I take away this setting? No. Doesn't seem like he's going to show up, huh? Was he even a real person?
Dragged by the wait staff. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, I have to ask you the last 2 questions that we ask here, which is, have you ever had sex in a porta potty?
Oh my God. I mean, who hasn't?
Really?
No.
I was like, I haven't.
I've jerked off in one.
Oh, okay. By yourself or with somebody else?
By myself. I'm not a monster. It's not that much room.
It's so tiny.
I know.
Was it at the beginning of the party or at the end? Because the porta potties are pristine at the beginning.
This was at a construction site.
Okay. Got it. Hot.
Love it. I have a blue collar thing.
I know, that's right.
Blue collar, blue balls. I
Oof.
love it.
My last question is, what could you learn to love more about yourself?
My fucking stupid ass body. And because I'm really hard on myself. I used to be very, very physically capable, very, very strong and agile, and like with my body when I was teaching yoga. And I'm super hard on myself on not being able to do any of that stuff anymore. But it's so I want to I need to make a conscious effort to just be where I am, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, one thing I think about all the time is like we're in a rock floating in outer space. This situation, right? This moment that we're in is a tiny little fraction of our lives, which are the tiniest, infinitesimal speck of what is going on. We don't. This doesn't mean shit, bitch.
We are like a.
We're not. We're
drop.
A drop of a blip, a flick of a blip, of a whisper of a nothing.
Yes.
In terms of the whole, So it's like, why am I worrying about these pants with this blouse?
Yes.
And these socks with these loafers? Shut the fuck up and go to the party.
Why am I worrying about this butt plug falling out of me? Like, it's okay.
So it's covered in shit.
And
everybody hates you now. Whatever. So you're fired from your job for being a pervert. You're on a sex registry. Sex offender.
You're free. Get out of here. Yes. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure. Where is the check going to be mailed to me, or do you have cash?
Anyways, y'all have a great day.
Wait, can I say one last thing?
Please, you can.
May the hairiest man zip tie me to a slaughterhouse drainage grate and make sweet hate to my rear and mouth in that order at his leisure. That's Veep.
Beautiful.
You gotta watch Veep.
Oh, Veep is a great show. I'm rewatching.
I watched it 3 times over the last month.
Oh,
every season.
She's so good. That whole cast is fucking incredible.
They slap the shit out of everything. So funny.
So good. Thank you, baby. Well, we are hoes here, but hoes with heart. So before we go, let me speak to yours. First of all, I'm just gonna fangirl for a second. I'm recording this hoes with heart section maybe 2 weeks after talking to Katya, and I was re-listening, and I was like, oh my god, Brandon, you sound so nervous or something. And honestly, I was because, I've been in Los Angeles for about 9 years now. I've been pursuing whatever this thing is, whatever this dream of mine that got planted when I was, let's call it 13. I've been pursuing it for real professionally. I think my first paid gig was when I was 21, but I went to college for 18. I was, 14, 15, 16 doing theater competitions and had all these big dreams and just wasn't sure how any of it would come into fruition. And doing this podcast and getting to talk to people who have inspired me from afar, who have entertained me, who've made me laugh, made me think, made me, emotional is just, I'm always in awe of it. And so getting to sit across from Katya, who I think is just a superstar and just unbelievably talented, and getting to share space with her, twice now, because if you listen to us on the Grindr podcast, and then you can listen to this one too, has just been a reminder to keep going after your dreams, that no dream is too big, no dream is too great to achieve. So this has nothing to do with sex or sexuality, but just a reminder for you to, whatever those dreams are, keep going after them. Your voice matters, you matter, what you are here to create matters. So keep going. I really, really, really am so interested and would be curious about your thoughts as well about what it means to lose interest quickly and why we do that. I recognize that in myself. I recognize that in, people around me. I know I mentioned my husband has talked about this, but Katya is saying, I lose interest quickly. I'm so curious about that and how that might be a reflection of our defense mechanisms and what is intimacy in our world, and what does it mean to emotionally connect to somebody. And to continue on, a bridge to this next thing that I want to reflect on is, are we allowed to have emotional connections in our relationships without it needing to result in we're getting married or we're dating now? Like, what are the, I don't know if I want to say the rules, but like, what's our responsibility, or what's our ability? Maybe that's what it is. What's our ability to connect with people sexually and emotionally without needing it to be even considered a friendship, or considered, let alone a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a spouse, but just two humans connecting, because there is so much. I think about this when you go on vacation. Sometimes you go on vacation. Have you ever had a vacation romance where you are with somebody for that time that you're away, or that evening, walking the beach or whatever it is, and there's such a strong connection, and then you go home and like you're not really able to connect in the same way, but that connection meant something and did something and created something or opened something inside of you. And is it possible to do that in your own local community? I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I'm curious about it. I'm curious, especially if we can't afford that lobotomy, like, can we create these moments of connection and intimacy that don't have to have stakes to it, that don't have to result in, well, what are we? But can just kind of be. I don't have the answer, but it's something that I'm curious to explore. Anyways, this was such an incredible, awesome. I just feel so lucky to have had the experience to sit across from Katya and to be able to share it with you. I'm feeling all kinds of feelings. Also, I'm feeling these feelings just to maybe, I don't want to say get sad for a second, but maybe that is what it is. I was with my boyfriend and he was expressing some sadness, and I was giving him, trying to like pep talk him, and he was like, just let me be sad. And I was like, you know what? That's tea. You're right. Drag me. Let me let you be sad. That's okay. Sadness is not a bad emotion. So death has come knocking on the door in my life and in my community and to people who are close to me. And it always wakes me up, if you will, and just reminds me how precious life is, how precious and finite time is, and how important it is to tell people you love them, to not assume that people know. And they might know. You might say it all the time, but sometimes you got to say it again. Not sometimes, all the time. Say it again. Say it over and over again. I know I wrote about this on my Substack, but I'll say it here too. When the people we love are gone, the thing that we're going to yearn to hear from them is, I love you. The thing we'll yearn to say to them is, I love you. So while we're here, while there is time, do not wait to say, I love you to those that you love. Do not be precious about saying, I love you. Do not ration your love. Give it. Give it freely. Give it boldly, unapologetically. Somebody comes across your mind, text them, DM them, email them. I haven't talked to you in months, but you came across my mind and I want to let you know I love you. Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin have this conversation that we'll put in the show notes too. And at the end of it, it's a 2-hour conversation, which I highly recommend watching. But at the end of it, Nikki Giovanni says, love is a tremendous responsibility. And James Baldwin responds, it's the only one to take. There isn't any other. And I couldn't agree more. I couldn't co-sign any harder. So with that said, and as always, I love you. I love you very, very, very much. And I say that a lot on here, but I'm not afraid to say it even more. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, just know that you are so deeply loved. I love you. You can find Katya on Instagram at Katya_Zamo, Z-A-M-O. You can find me on Instagram at Brandon Kyle Goodman. You can find the podcast at Tell Me Something Messy. You can also find us on TikTok at Brandon K. Good. Ooh, girl, we're everywhere. You can find my book, which is right here. You Gotta Be You. Get it at our local Black-owned, women-owned bookstore, Reps Club. And if you use the code MESSY at checkout, you'll get 15% off. That is reps.club. Messy at checkout. What else do I got to tell you? Oh, and I want to hear from you. So send your topic ideas, your story submissions, your foosball moments to tellmesomethingmessy at gmail.com. Or you can call in. We got a number. It is 669-69-MESSY. That is 669-696-3779 for you hoes who can't smell. Okay. Rate, review, and share this podcast with all of your hoe and aspiring hoe friends. All right. That's everything. So before we get out of here, ask about the politics of that dick before you make it spit. Before you beat the kitty, you got to eat the kitty. Before fuckcation or suckcation, communication. And you are so deeply loved. I love you. Mwah! Thank you so much for listening to Tell Me Something Messy. If y'all enjoyed the show, send the episode to someone else who might like it. Tell Me Something Messy was executive produced by Ali Perry, Gabrielle Collins, and yours truly. Our producer and editor is Vince DeJohnny. Tell Me Something Messy is proud to be a part of the Outspoken Network from iHeart Podcasts, available on